Where's Katarina? So it's a question we get a lot. For folks that don't remember, I think it was during the League 10-year anniversary, where this game was first shown, this was a part of that brief video. You got to see, Katarina, you saw Jinx there, and we always hear like, where's Katarina? Or we also see like, here's the confirmed champs, and it's all the champs you can play today, and there's like Katarina with a question mark or something next to it. But I want to talk about this because we get it asked a lot. And so I think it's really important to give another glimpse into game development and how this game's been developed. So early on when the game was 1v1, there was a time, like I mentioned when we reviewed all the mechanics, there was actually a time when only Katarina was playable. And the quickest way for us to test new systems and mechanics were just to add them or tweak Katarina and play mirror matches. And that was it. Like, that's how we could move real quickly. And I say real quickly, right, in that sense. And so over time, Katarina became like just inundated with so many mechanics and systems and things on her. I was probably responsible for a lot of the really egregious last ones, and so sorry for any pain I caused to the internal team. But yeah, and one other thing I want to mention too is I'm a huge fan of Katarina. When I joined Riot, I just hit my 12-year anniversary. My profile pick was Mercenary Katarina. So I love Katarina. And also, as I mentioned before, Allison, our narrative director, also loves Katarina. We got a lot of Katarina fans on the team. But the reality was, when we decided to make a bet on, duo play and really try some big bets, Katarina just had a ton of mechanics, and we didn't feel like we were doing justice to her and how cool we could make her and really elevate her fantasy. And so as a result, she's not going to be in for the launch roster, right? And it's because we would have to remake her entirely, right? The stuff you saw was from a really old version of the game, and we're like, this is, like Tom mentioned, our bar is really high. It's just not good enough. And I wouldn't let the team release a Katarina that I didn't think was sick as hell, that all the people that love that champ would be like, yo, my main's here. Y'all did her justice. And so I just wanted to call that out, right? Anything you want to add?
Yeah, you remember when Sean was talking about that OP invincible uppercut? Katarina doing that, right?
That's Katarina's assist. So where's Jinx? This is another question we get asked a lot. So for folks that got a chance to play our Evo build or even watch a little bit of it, or saw the video where Tom and I talked with Sajam, we actually talked a little bit about Ahri, right? And just as a reminder, Ahri was a champion that folks love how she looks. They think her magic and just her agility is really sick, but they thought she was really hard to play. She had an ammo mechanic, and you had to go back and manually recharge the ammo, and it just wasn't vibing with a lot of folks. Don't get me wrong, ammo mechanics are pretty sick, but it wasn't connected to the amount of people that expected a certain level of fun right away for that champ. So what we did was we took that feedback, we went back, and we actually made her a lot easier to use, but we still wanted to keep that upper end juice. Well, that's why we haven't been showing Jinx as well. It was the same thing. Internally, she had a lot of awesome stuff. She looks awesome. I mean, look at this. Like, team's crushing it, right? But she wasn't hitting as hard as we wanted, and more specifically, as hard as all the soon-to-be Jinx mains, would expect, right? I see you, right? And so, again, like with anything, our bar's high. We had to take her back. We had to fix some stuff and make it way, way better. And so she's in the game, but you're not going to see her for a little bit, right? And that's because I'm just asking, let us cook, right? But hopefully when you do see her, you'll be like, it was worth the wait. And so I did want to call that out. So stay tuned for more on Jinx at some time in the future.